disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, ready, I took the Billy Cool back now.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on,
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 68 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
First and 10
Fix
at the
the eagle.
25-yard
Fix the eagle.
line.
Ready, ready.
Now Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trayvon Walker. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's caught right side. It's Warren.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adnan Mitchell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now Milton. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Hunter, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Milton. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll get this off to Taylor. Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete to Mitchell. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Shot alert. Go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll get this one to Pittman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set. 19, Tiger. 19. Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Looking left side, and it's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Milton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 30. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second and 9.
Go! Motion. Lions.
Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshul Tootin, 65 yards. And the Jaguars take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Jaguars 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here we go. 19.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass caught right side by Taylor. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
70 Lions. Warriors 70.
Richardson looking to throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And now Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
19 First down, Jacksonville.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Here's Milton now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And still fighting. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Milton. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
16 yards.
Trap 50.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal,
19 tight,
Jacksonville.
19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 go.
To throw is Milton. And this will be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Bashir Tootin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 31, Jaguars 21. Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And taken down just shy of the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the 1st.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Josh Hines-Allen there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Left side, he finds Pierce. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Cowboy 80, Dragon 60.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, set.
Now Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Giddens is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown Jaguars! Brian Thomas, 29 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round. And now some space to operate. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Milton. They'll complete this one to Watson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Milton. Thomas brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. On the arc. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Milton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a bit closer to try here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 49, Jaguars 35.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one,
they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
18 Rattler. Go.
From the gun on third down, Milton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
19 yards. That's good for our Jaguars.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's fourth down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.